Hello YouTube, this is English Shooting and this is another video in the UK gun laws series, and in this video I'm going to be focusing specifically on ammunition. What ammunition you can have in the UK, what licenses you need to obtain specific types of ammunition, and the restrictions of storing ammunition. Firstly, I'm going to start with airgun ammunition, air pellets. There's no restriction on them at all. You can buy as many as you like, even if it's intended for an FAC rated air gun. You can buy the pellets unrestricted, you can buy as many in one go, and you can store as many as you like. Shotgun ammunition is actually divided into three parts. You need a shotgun license to be able to buy all shotgun ammunition, but if the cartridge has 5 or more shot and does not have a diameter exceeding 0.36 inches, then you can actually possess and hold without a shotgun certificate. You're just not able to buy. Any ammunition that has less than 5 shot, you need a shotgun certificate to be able to store and hold and possess. If you want a single projectile cartridge, so a slug, you then need an FAC. So you can have a normal 2+1 or side-by-side or over and under shotgun that can shoot a slug, but to actually buy slug ammunition you need to have a slot on your FAC, and on the FAC it will stipulate how many you can buy in one go and how many you can store. With normal shotgun ammunition, so anything other than a slug, there's no restrictions on storage. You are advised to store it out of sight, try and find the most suitable place within your house, but you can store pretty much as you want. There's also no restriction on the quantity of shotgun ammunition you can buy in any one go, and that can be in any shotgun caliber. With firearms ammunition, you obviously need a firearms certificate, and as already touched on with slug ammunition, you will have on your certificate what you are allowed to buy. If it says on your certificate you can buy and store 1,000, you can go and buy up to 1,000 rounds and store up to 1,000 rounds. So if your storage limit is 1,000 and you've got 500 at home, then you can only go into the shop and buy 500. In terms of storage for firearms ammunition, and including the slugs, they need to be in a separate compartment to the guns themselves. They do need to be locked away. So another section is black powder guns. So you need an FAC to be able to buy a black powder pistol or a black powder long gun, but you need an explosives license to be able to buy black powder. So this is a new license altogether. It's the same sort of process as your firearms certificate, but you need to apply to your local police force for an explosive certificate, and again you need somewhere suitable to be able to store it, and then once you've got that you're able to buy black powder. The actual ball ammunition that you'll use isn't restricted, it's just lead balls, so you're not restricted on the amount of lead you can buy, just purely on the powder with your explosives license. Moving on to the final section of ammunition, which is reloading. Now, nitrocellulose powders for reloading, smokeless powders, aren't restricted under a explosives license. So you're allowed to store up to 15 kilograms of nitrocellulose powders under a firearms certificate. You still need a firearms certificate to be able to buy the smokeless powders for reloading, but unless you're going to store over 15 kilograms, you don't need an explosive license. Again, you need somewhere suitable to be able to store it, and it should be locked away as it is in explosives, but you can store up to 15 kilograms. Primers are also restricted, not in the quantity that you can buy, but because they are again an explosives, you need to be able to produce a FAC to be able to buy them. The only item that is restricted are bullets themselves. Now, when you talk about capacity to be able to hold ammunition, so when you talk about 1,000 rounds, it's easier to think of it as 1,000 bullets. So if you're allowed to store 1,308, you're allowed to store 1,308 bullets. And that doesn't matter if it's made up ammunition or it's in its component parts, you are restricted by the total amount. A final point on ammunition. So I've covered all the different sections, but there is one more restriction in terms of firearms ammunition, which are expanding rounds. In the UK, you are allowed expanding rounds, but you have to again provide a reason. So if you're target shooting and you don't go hunting, then you don't need expanding rounds. In order to be able to use a hollow point expanding round in the UK, you need it specifically on your license. It needs to give specific permission on your license to be able to buy and use that ammunition. So that's about it for ammunition within the UK. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon.